This is Solo P1. We are live reaction for the Bahrain race. It wasn't really the best race, but it was an amazing race for Alonso. What an overtake on Lewis Hamilton in that race. No, I don't think I've actually saw anybody overtake there. Anybody. But what an amazing race. The guy's been in the Grand Prix in F1 for 22 years. 22 years. 22 active years. He's been in Formula One. And he's doing overtakes like that. That just proves that he's still got it. And I know there's a lot of haters out there, Lewis fans. I'm a Lewis fan, but I don't hate Alonso. I respect Alonso. I know he's my favourite driver on the grid, along with Lewis Hamilton. But there's a lot of I said yesterday on my video, there's a lot of Lewis Hamilton fans out there that do not like Alonso, but I'm not one of them. I think he's grit, old school driver. Grit. And at least he gave Hamilton space. And I love the way them two great champions of Lewis Hamilton and Alonso gave each other space. I know Alonso had the fresher tyres, and I know Alonso had the better grip, and I know by the looks of it, they've got the faster car, but it was still great to watch those two great champions going wheel to wheel. It was absolutely amazing. Apart from that, from the race, it wasn't really exciting. Another DNF for Charles Leclerc. For Ferrari, it continues. That's not good signs for Ferrari this season. Already DNF. That's not what Ferrari wanted. I felt sorry for Charles, because if you know me on this channel, everybody knows I'm a big Charles Leclerc fan, and it was a shame that that happened to Charles Leclerc today. But with today, we have TOTO Hammer. TOTO Hammer, we're joined with TOTO Hammer. Wasn't here yesterday because, like I said, he had a bit of a cold. He had to get over it, but he's back today, pimping out his Mercedes gear. Charles, there you go. Yeah. Pimping out his Mercedes gear. He knows what he's doing. He's got his Mercedes hat and he's got his Mercedes top. TOTO, what do you think of the race today?
Yeah, race long round of race, but the highlights are big.
Breaking up a little bit, mate.
Got all weekend practice 2. I like the practice 2.
You're breaking up a bit, bro.
On the top practice 3.
Yeah.
Am I better now?
Yeah. Keep talking. It's good.
Yeah. So Alonso top practice 2, top P3, and I was thinking Alonso could get pole, but obviously Max got it. And but onto Alonso. He's such a good driver. I know a lot of people, Mercedes fans, hate him and all that, but Alonso, you got to respect his skills. You got to respect
of
him,
course,
because he's when he drives on that track, he wants to win or even get on the podium. But listen, mostly every driver wants to win. Some wants to settle for 3rd, 2nd, but this driver, Alonso, wants to win, and he knew something that we didn't know about the Aston Martin.
Yeah.
Last year, Alpine didn't renew his contract because Alonso said, I think he wanted at a certain day to renew his contract. Yeah. Alpine didn't get in time, so Lance Stroll's dad got him into a conference room or a meeting with him, offered the proposal, and he accepted, and that's the Aston Martin car, really good.
Yeah, but what was interesting as well, I saw it's not going to be a quick one today, guys, because we're going to try and get on the Liverpool match. Liverpool's playing Man United live, and Liverpool beating them 3-0. There you go. 60 minutes. So I'm going to try and do a watch along there. It's just the way they clashed today, the two Bahrain and the Liverpool match. But Alonso, it was interesting at the drivers' parade, when I was talking about the drivers' parade, they said to him, what do you think about the race today? Because it's amazing that I'm still racing at this level. And he looked back at Lewis and he said, I want to race against this guy. It proves he can inspire a lot of people. And he was referring to Lewis Hamilton. For also all them Alonso haters out there and think, Alonso hasn't got respect for Lewis. You're wrong. Alonso has got respect for Lewis. As drivers, they may not be the best friends, but respect is there. And he gave Lewis props, and he didn't need to, and that was on the drivers' parade. So that's free for everybody. So if you haven't got Sky, it's free on YouTube. Go watch it. But yeah, man, Lewis got a great start at the beginning. He jumped 2 places from into 5th place. He passed Alonso and he passed Russell. Alonso kind of clashing with his teammate. Actually, it was Lance Stroll clashed with Alonso. That it was by mistake. I think he overbraked. Too much of a late break, and he went into Alonso. No damage done. They went to the stewards. Nothing happened. But it was an amazing race. They pitted Lewis early because they wanted to avoid the undercut, which I thought was clever by Mercedes, and it did work. It kind of compromised Russell because Lewis was out in front, and behind him was Alonso. Then it was Russell. Then it was Lance Stroll, and after the undercuts, after they all pitted, Russell was behind Lance Stroll, so it didn't really work out for Russell. Today, Mercedes, it didn't look like they had the pace today. It looked like they were kind of struggling with the pace. It's obviously that Aston Martin had the pace today. And if they can continue, I'm not sure what's going to happen. I said it yesterday, I don't know. If they can continue to upgrade like Ferrari and Mercedes at the rate they do it. But if they can, because you remember they got extra wind tunnel time over Mercedes, if they can continue to develop their car this season, they're going to be in the mix. What you reckon, Toto?
Yeah, Aston Martin, they could be in the mix because the car, the performance, it's already showing, and that's it. It's already showing the performance of the Aston Martin.
And if Alonso can keep up cause, you know what I mean. If I was a team principal and if I could have anybody racing for me, I'd want Lewis Hamilton or Alonso or even Vettel in his prime. Maybe Vettel. I got a feeling Vettel's going to come back anyway. He just needs a year off. So basically, there was a DNF for it was Oscar Piastri. Didn't have the DNF. Oscar Piastri was out because there was a failure with the car again. I think proves to everybody that wasn't sandbagging. Yeah, they proved that there wasn't sandbagging. Everybody thought that McLaren was sandbagging. No, there wasn't sandbagging. You could see that there wasn't sandbagging. McLaren are in trouble. They're at the back by the looks of it. It looks like they've got the slowest car. Not really reliable. Yeah. Russell and lap 37, Lewis, this is where the amazing pass was. Lap 37, turn 7, Lewis passes Alonso. Alonso passed him first at turn 7, and Lewis just kind of let Alonso pass him, kind of dummied him. And then Lewis came over to the left-hand side, the right-hand side of Alonso. Alonso swayed a little bit, and then Lewis went for it, and then Alonso was still latching onto him because obviously his tyres were a lot more grippier, more newer. He had the fresher tyres by about 3 laps. And Alonso was just going for it and going for it. And eventually, that corner, I don't know if it was turn 10 or turn 11, that little sweeping little corner where nobody overtakes, the corner that I dislike on the Formula 1 calendar and Bahrain. Alonso saw his opening. Lewis left the door open and he just went for it. And it was an amazing overtake. I was jumping off my sofa. What an amazing overtake by Alonso. Absolutely amazing. Props to Alonso for that. Props. And lap 38, Alonso passes Hamilton. Lap 31, Leclerc broke down. What do you think of Ferrari? Have their chances of getting anywhere this season? Toto, what you reckon?
Ferrari,
what do you think?
I don't know, Red Bull can't develop after 4 races. When it hits Baku, they can't develop anything. Ferrari can still develop, but that Red Bull car, it's fast, man. Yeah. But F1 is a development game.
Exactly.
Ferrari, I think they can get somewhere. Yeah. They've always had a problem with reliability. Yeah. Just like with 2018, 2019, when Hamilton and Vettel made too many mistakes, and the reliability was unbelievable. And always had that problem Ferrari did. And they never seemed to fix it. But I think they can get far this season. Battery problem for Leclerc, not a good sign, but
I think
they can still improve.
I think the battle at the moment for second place, I think Ferrari's a little ahead of Aston Martin and Mercedes. The only thing what's going to let Ferrari down is obviously the reliability, like you just said. I think that's the only thing what's going to let them down. If they can keep their reliability issues at a minimum, I think it's going to be obviously second place for Ferrari. But the realistic battles for third place is going to be between Aston Martin and a Mercedes, and I cannot wait to see more battles between Lewis Hamilton and Alonso. That is why I get up in the morning. That is why I do this. And that is why I watch Formula One. For people like Alonso and Lewis Hamilton, two best drivers on the grid today, in my opinion. The two best drivers on the grid today going wheel to wheel, because you know you're going to get the respect between each other. You know they're going to keep it at an inch perfect. And that's what I want to see.
Yeah.
Them two going wheel to wheel. And apart from that, the Grand Prix was boring, but it had its parts. So we move on to Jeddah. I'm not sure when's Jeddah. Can you check on there and see when Jeddah is? Let me just see when Jeddah is. I don't even know when Jeddah is. Let me just check on here when Jeddah is. I'm gonna check the date. So we got there, Saudi Arabia. When's Saudi Arabia? 19th. So it's 2 weeks. Saudi Arabia is going to be in 2 weeks. So Jeddah in 2 weeks. So I'm going to move on to Jeddah. I'm going to be leaving now. Monday, don't forget to tune in on Monday. It's going to be a debrief. We're going to go through strategy, what teams could have done better, if they should have pitted early. This is just a quick live reaction. So that's it, guys. You got anything to say? Oh yeah, before we go, scan the code. Toto's gonna be getting one soon, his own QR code. Scan the code. The code will open and you'll see all my socials. Go and hit all my socials. Just get your phone and scan the QR code. And Toto, what you be doing?
Yeah, it was what we've been doing on my channel. I said I was going to be doing predictions, but after the first race, I might be doing a like midweek predictions, maybe something quick on my own, just to get the content out there. There's news on the Liverpool side as well, the football side, and yeah, there's going to be some videos coming up.
Well, it's just 4-0 to Liverpool now. I need to switch on to this. It's 68 minutes go. I'm jumping onto Liverpool game. Come on my channel now. Go and watch along. See you later, guys. This is Toto Hammer and Solo P1 signing out. Thank you very much, guys. See you.